Ke a le dumedisa hle Mzansi, nna ka lebitso ke Onika Motoneng. Ke a le amohela to Onika Podcast World. So like a show, I have a very interesting topic, guys. Is single ladies. All the single ladies, all the pressure I mean, we didn't ask to be single, guys. Things happen. So today can I again I'm so sorry for the late thingies, guys. Welcome to the show, Smashia.
Thank you, Onika. Yeah. Hi.
We are here. Are you really single?
What do you mean? I'm not married.
Okay. So how long have you been single? Single in a sense, yeah, being in a romantic relationship.
Or in a romantic relationship. I'm actually unable to put a time frame on it, but most of my time lately I've been without a partner. But yeah, just in and out. Yeah.
Okay, what could be the
I'm not able to put a time frame on it. Yeah.
So how nahan, because but it's a pressure when the time it's clicking, when are you gonna get a partner, when are you gonna get married? So when I on
No, I think there will always be that, especially go high. Like there's always that pressure. There's always society pressure. But at the
yeah.
end of the day, you are your own, and you just need to work on yourself and what you want. So unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with. But considering that, usually on your 20s, you will be working on your academics, trying to make it in life and all. So later on, you are just being focused and trying to, maybe you want to do the courses you want to study, and then you want to get employment, and then by the time you get employment, so I think just be focusing on yourself. Just try to focus on yourself, be on your own, and yeah, di kene ka fa di tswa ka fa tsa society.
You mean how about like
the,
getting in a
the
relationship?
pressure, the society pressure, because they will be like, hey, you are not 30 and you're not married, you don't have a kid. So by that time, I think usually most of the ladies will be working on themselves, trying to make it on their careers and just trying to work on living a better life. So I'm not saying if you are married or you are involved, you are not living a better life, but that's mainly, I think, that's what ladies mainly will focus on. So unfortunately, and so these things are some it's not like
You get this. You get this. Do you know Pinaya? Sometimes love can come and pass you by while you're busy making plans, and suddenly hit you.
Mhm.
Honoring.
Unfortunately, I will have to accept for at this moment, I'm not supposed to be focusing on that. Probably this stage of my life, this journey at the moment, is not the
Sorry.
one. Maybe I should be focusing on myself. I should be with myself. And yeah, it gets lonely. It can be lonely. You wish you have, but
Tell me
unfortunately,
about it. Tell me about the
unfortunately, it is what it
loneliness.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The first question I have, I remember go send it to the board, and the first question is, what can a gent or a guy, um, validate you as a partner and make you feel good about yourself? Okay. Let me say, what are your expectations about what in a relationship?
Me as a lady, an expectation from a guy.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, I would like to be loved, like
Yeah.
to be loved and taken care of. As an African lady, we grew up in a, I don't want to say society, but we are more into, that you need to let your king lead. that's in the household that we've been raised in, and trying to read when you equip yourself, you know, for an African lady will let a king lead. So mainly you as a lady, you're just looking for someone who is there. You don't have to teach
Take
him how to love you, how to take care of you, but who is already there just to
guys.
navigate through. Well, of course, you will provide guidance where is needed. You will be like, hey, man, ke rata fa.
Where
But
it's needed.
but just in jail, allow your team to lead. Like, and just being taken care of. When you are a lady and who kind of been exposed to this, well, wabona gore ba bang ba treat yang and what you want. So
Yeah,
you kind of know what how you should be treated. You kind of
yeah,
yeah, have
we
that
know.
expectation. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I'm looking for this fairy tale
Tall,
movie kind
dark,
of guy.
handsome.
No, like, and you will know the moment you meet a guy, you will know for this guy I like him. You will see, you will know for
Yeah, from the
uh,
beginning of
yeah.
things. Okay.
And unfortunately, we are at the stage where you can't pretend like, well, that's just a waste of time.
Yeah, unfortunately. But speaking of leadership, no general lefatsheng la woman must be independent. A
Mm-hmm.
woman can lead. Women are just there. You know, we know things this nowadays. Back then things were quite different. But now we can lead. We can be the CEOs, we can own a business, we can just go out there and be the gorgeous ladies and rock in heels and tell a man what to do at the workplace. So,
Um,
mm-hmm,
you know what I learned lately? I think after you've turned 30, so you kind of
okay.
have a thin comb when it comes to choosing a partner, like, or allowing someone that you're dating. Um, I don't like this word of independent woman. I'm sorry, but I don't know if
Don't
more of
apologize
the
about it.
I don't know if the connotation around it, or it's like there's this thing of when you're an independent lady, you don't need a man. I think I don't know. That's how I view it. Or when you are an independent lady, you are more like, I can do this for myself. I can pay my own bills. I can do everything. I
Yeah.
don't need a man. So
Mm-hmm.
now I definitely don't like that thing. I'm an independent woman. Well, I I will I mainly promote for ladies. There's this quote that I heard
Mm.
that ensure that you have your own life before you become someone else's wife.
Okay.
So like ensure that you are your own, you have your own life before you, because as ladies we like to be taken care of, we like to be spoiled, if I can put
Whether
it
we
that
like it
way.
or
We like,
not.
yeah, but it's something selling it's within us, and it has to happen, it ought to happen. And
Yeah.
some men, they have that one of the men's qualities is to lead. They also like to be like, I'm the
To be
man,
in
you know, I
charge.
can do this.
Yes.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah.
this for my woman. I want to do this for my woman. But it shouldn't be a burden. I don't think it should be a burden for a man. Um, like the moment you get married, just to put all the financial strains into a man, it's it's something
It's
that I think we are able to change. Like now, you say, ladies, we kind of wearing heels now. We going to work. So it's something that is ought to change, and that can, where we can see improvement. Unfortunately, there is lag in between where it will be like maybe ladies by that thing of independent. I go to work. I wear heels. Then they tend to be rude, or because I work with you. we walk this journey together. You can't tell me anything, which that shouldn't be the case.
It's not. We are
So
both human beings.
yeah.
We're both. As ke se hle hape ho kena lehanong. Wa tseba ha o ntso bua so, the other question came that we are taught. I don't know, but I get to be. I don't know how active you are on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You will hear, oh my word, I have something right now on my phone, as if like man has taught us to be prostitutes somehow. In a sense, ya hore, I give you a cookie, you give me something, and it's not how it's not a burden. Mostly on social media, they make it as if no, this is what I offer, this is what you offer. And okay, look at those things on your comment. They'll be like, what else do you offer in a relationship beside a cookie? Have you ever
Mm.
came across such comments
Yeah.
on?
Um, I think it differs. We differ, and I think as
Yeah,
ladies, we still have a lot to learn.
yeah.
Like I said initially, Hore, I don't know, should I say African ladies or just ladies in general? But um,
Mm-hmm.
I think we ladies, we more. That's just how we are. We just like to be spoiled, to be taken care of, to just being, I don't know, not saying vulnerable, but just for your men to do things for you. We're not saying we can't do things well, we work, we can pay our own bills, we can do that. But at least Tinyana, that's
Some
how things
chocolate
are.
PS Nyana.
Eh,
We're not
maybe,
demanding it, but your thought counts.
and uh, we're not saying, and we are not saying, well, buy me a Range Rover or buy
No.
me a big house in such. We're not saying don't, but we're not saying what.
Mametse
So,
pelo ya ha o rera jwalo o ka e reka.
but just know hore ke a kgona go ithekela dijo, ke a kgona go dira se ke
Mara
kgonang go
o
se
ka
dira.
e
But
reka.
a kgona o kana wa. So,
And
but it
yeah,
also goes back to that connotation of where, ensure as ladies, we need to ensure that we have our own lives before we commit into partners. It shouldn't be a
yes,
burden to my partner for tshwantse ke je. Shouldn't be a burden to my partner that we I need to
I
drive a certain
agree.
car. So
Yeah.
but as ladies, okay, like we want
Okay.
just
Oh, guys, shout out to the men, guys. We want some hotel signan, restaurant nyana, expensive. We just want after a very long time. Oh, guys. Would you say a woman who doesn't have money, who is broke, to date? Would you say no? It's okay.
I think money shouldn't even be put into the whole thing of dating.
Ne, ne,
Shouldn't be
actually.
even considered. You have money, you don't have money. It shouldn't even. I mean, I don't know. We don't know much about dating. We really don't, and it's something that is happening. We also struggling, but according to my view, I don't think we even need to put money there. Nje, dating can just happen without written a tjhelete mo teng. That's just
Is it
how I
true?
feel.
I think, but no, they want stability, financial stability, and most of the time you will get those guys who be like, you know what, I want a woman who is working. I want a woman. They put standards at the men as much as some women put standards more about. You know what, Mina, I also want a man who is working.
Hey, yeah, Ari wrote, let's work together. Of course, it also goes to a person's preference and your yeah, let me say preference. It goes to the person of to one's preference. The reason I said we shouldn't be putting money into it, I think we're saying people who don't have money they shouldn't be dating. I think
It's tough
that's how
though.
I view it. Yeah, that's how I view it. Dating is dating; it happens. Shouldn't we put money into it because what does money has to do? Well, money has to do. It goes to the preference. Like for you say, a guy will be saying, "Nah, I want a lady who's working," or a lady will be
Yes.
saying, "Nah, I need a guy who's working, who is earning this kind of money." It just goes to the kind of person you are, the preference, and I don't know, probably the level of life you are at. But
Probably. Or what you went
yeah,
through in life.
Mare
Maybe.
definitely money and dating. Because there are people who don't have money and they can still date. They still date. They can be happy. So and people who have money who prefer to date people who have money.
Yeah, it goes with preference. Okay, how
Yeah.
much time do you need with yourself?
Well, I've been on my own for quite some time, and lately I've been learning um, how to be comfortable with myself, and I've been doing great on that. So I will say, I don't know, as much as I need, as much as I could get, yeah, as much as I could get. Unfortunately, these things we don't dictate, and we are ladies. So, rona re bale ba gore ba go shelana. No, I don't. Well,
There's a
I don't
comment.
care.
There's a comment. There's a comment more. Somebody was like, in the olden days, love was not a subject matter in a relationship.
Love.
Love in the olden days, love was not a subject matter in a relationship. It is a preference. Do you agree with
Okay.
that?
But how come? There is no love, but you are involved with someone and you don't love the person. I don't think I will be able to.
Yeah, I also don't know because I remember back then was banebao about organizers or you must
Oh, the
marry.
arranged marriage, the arranged
Yeah,
marriages.
must marry
Yo,
Mashia.
yeah,
Mashia is a
that one
good
is tough.
woman for you.
That one is tough. They're arranged by parents and such. Eish, I'm glad I'm not in that environment. I'm glad, and I don't think I would have survived, or I don't know how would I have handled such incidents. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not there.
And this guy here, the same guy, are biblically women are not made to love.
Mended to love.
Yeah,
I don't
according to the
understand.
Bible, what's about mas Bible, but when there's a script airing, a woman should respect a man,
Mm-hmm.
and a man should respect a woman. I mean,
Love.
a woman should love the
Mm.
woman. What's your
Yeah.
comment on that?
That's also how I understand it, and that's actually what I remember. There was a guy that I used to date back then.
Yeah.
I had this thing with me as a Christian woman. I think it also resonated with me, like just learning it, hearing it popularly, that a man loves a lady, and then a lady needs to respect and
Respect.
yeah.
I guess
So
that.
whenever
Mm-hmm.
okay, so whenever he used to like, I love you, and then I will say thank you. So he'll be like, no, why are you not saying I love you too? I'm like, I appreciate your love. I mean, for me, just to thank
You
you, I
mean
appreciate
this?
your love.
But for now,
Yeah.
as much as the Bible says, women are supposed to respect men. More now,
Mm-hmm.
it's uh in in order for me to see that I love this man, in order for me to see that it's the level of respect I'm gonna give this man, then I know that I am not just
Mm,
in a
mm,
relationship. I
yeah.
really, really
That you are
respect
doing your
this man.
duty. Yeah. You are
Yes.
doing your
And
duty as a woman.
yeah, and obviously, I think, yeah, I think I think that they meant that also, that you love. God knew that when you love, you're gonna respect that man in every way.
which which means respect has like a love embedded in it. Like you won't be able to respect if you don't love.
Yes. There's so many men out there. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, it's the same. But I think respect, I think for women, respect is more like I don't know how to put it, but just being there for your man, doing. I remember there was a
support.
yeah, there was a clip that I saw the other time. A lady was saying how 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 she prefers to be in a relationship, what kind of a lady she is. Like she said she will be, she's that lady who will go and buy grocery, like just a big grocery, just for to ensure that her men get fed. Like just she will prefer food for a man. She will ensure that the man, the area that the man stays in is constantly clean. He always wears clean, iron clothes. So those kind of things, it's more. I think they are gestures of respect. Um, just ensuring the things that I'm able to do, that I know I'm good at in a relationship, and then
Yeah.
I'm providing that to you. Like I know I'm good at cooking, and you need to eat great food. So I will avail myself and do the good food for you. Ensure that the area that you live in is clean. So those kind of things, I take them as more of respect gestures and all. So yeah, and it also goes back to there for what are you looking for a man. So a man also just need to do, you will also expect as a woman, like when you're doing that, you will also expect your man to do those kind of men things that he is good at, like so it goes hand in hand. That's just how I view it. Uh, I don't want to say it's procure, like I give you this, you give me this, but it's just
Yeah.
everyone in the party playing one's role. Like if I'm good at cooking and you are able to eat good food, well, let me cook good food for you. So
I
yeah.
I love I ke rata taba hore you said it's not nigga thing. If
Hmm.
you're good at something, edit. If I'm good at something,
Yeah.
edit. We are one. Otherwise, it's love, mosne.
Yeah.
It's
And we
love.
also just compromise, I guess.
I mean, so Umblele, on this single life, what are the things that you hear?
Putting me on the spot.
I just did the shame.
Oh, well.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Leave that confusion to me. Just know what I'm not married. Mara, when I said leave the confusion solely to me.
What are the things you hear the most? Ke ntho tse feng tse ngata tse o di utlwang most of the time. Um, like when you in this single situation, what are the things that you hear the most? It's one of those. It's either it can be, nah, I think you expect a lot.
Um, it's more like what I hear most from people. Oh,
Yeah, from people. Ke ntho tse feng tse o di utlwang hangata.
are you not getting lonely? Are you not lonely? Are you sure the problem is not you? Are you sure the problem is not you because you are just a fine girl? Why are you not dating? Don't you have a man? Um, yeah,
Are
those
you
are the more.
expecting a lot?
Yeah, they will be like maybe you are hard to date. Yeah, that's mainly more of the things that I hear.
And have you ever sat down and be like, okay, maybe that one, they are right, maybe, and try it a bit, or beat yourself up about it?
You know what? I think in life, when you I have dated and well,
You
yeah.
know.
I think the moment you kind of mature, especially after Boma 30, so um, you tend to learn more about yourself. You tend to accept some of the things that you used to beat yourself up a lot about with. So I'm done. I used to now. I'm no longer beating myself up for it could be my fault. I'm wrong there. Well, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I know how we will engage both of us, and then
Yeah.
if it happened or it didn't work out, both of us we failed. But
Okay.
uh-uh. At this stage, beating myself up, nah.
Not anymore.
I think not
What
anymore. I will accept
what
my faults. I will accept for the day I wronged. But lately, beating myself up, I'm mastering that, and I wish I knew how to master that way back.
somebody got a comment right now are singleness it's evilness. Nkosi yami.
Okay.
But so when I say fire on you. Anyway, so one of the things when we beat the apokaton, I want you to help out those single ladies
No, I
who are
think
beating themselves out also.
when you're still, and one way or the other, we both had, I think, the relationship that we, well, not the relationship or relationship, or most of the cases, I will say, some of the interactions you will be like, we will hope that it works out or however. So if it didn't work out, you will always be like, what did I do wrong? Or maybe I wasn't. So you will try to question
Your worth.
yeah, your worth, your personalities, your action. Or maybe I get a maybe club. Maybe he likes people who goes to clubs.
Yeah,
And
mohlomong tshwanetse o be
unfortunately,
vibing yana man.
yeah, probably his stage. Maybe he likes, but unfortunately, that's how you are. Later on, you realize you learn that that's just how you are, and yeah, unfortunately, you will be being someone else if you have to do something. Of course, compromising is there. We're not perfect. You'll have to
Yeah.
know that you can compromise and just learn the other person and know or he doesn't like this, he likes this. And he also needs to know that, okay, she likes this, she doesn't like this, and try to compromise. But unfortunately, it can get to a point where you don't agree on moving forward. Unfortunately, and usually ending up is messy. Someone will get hurt, or yeah.
No, I hear you. Okay. Uh do you see sometimes do you see yourself or regret a certain relationships that you've taken in on?
No, I don't regret any. Sorry. Oh, let me
Okay.
just. Uh uh. Um. Like I said lately, the moment you start to learn more about yourself and to mature, you most of the things you accept, you tend to accept quite a lot. So I don't regret any. You know for a okay, I tried there, we worked, didn't work out, and then we moved pathways. So no regrets.
So, okay, Tabenya, you said that you will accept yourself after beating yourself up, right? And then you realize that okay. So does that mean you realize that I mean I'm actually peaceful by myself, guys, or not really? You're just accepting and be like, what? If he comes, it's fine. If he doesn't, it's okay.
Yeah, you have to. Unfortunately, you have to. Otherwise, you will keep
Unfortunate.
on beating. Unfortunately, otherwise you will keep on beating yourself up. Gore, eish. And rona re ba leba gore ha re shele. Na I won't go to a guy.
No, darling, I'm too cute for that.
So yeah, you just have to accept. Yeah, there's nothing that you can do. You just have to accept.
Have you ever been in a desperate moment where you will compromise yourself and you end up being in a relationship which you knew that it's not going to work out?
Nah, I
You've
don't think
never been
so.
you've never been in a desperate situation.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because
I'm glad. I'm glad actually. And now that lately, I'm glad I haven't been in that situation. And now that I
yeah,
realize that actually being alone is not a taboo and you can actually be okay. Well, I'm not saying we don't need men, but at least you can be okay. You can do quite a lot of things. There's so much things that you can do with your time. No, I haven't, and I hope I will never.
I'm glad. I'm glad. People are doing some stuff out there. I got to show a certain single woman on, if you watch the movies are single woman, you would
Mhm.
see things that they do. Uh, you will see themselves making it in toxic relationships. How nahana
Yeah.
it's working? Well, when you check out right now, how nahana it's working?
I really don't know, and I don't understand the situations, but
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't be desperate. I don't think it should be. It should be a desperate moment or some sort. So I really don't. I wouldn't know what their situation is. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, for toxic relationships, sometimes you wouldn't know. Sometimes you can get into a relationship and then it tend to be a toxic. You didn't know initially that it will be toxic
it
or
will
it
be
was.
toxic.
So, in terms of being in a toxic relationship, unfortunately, it's something that you couldn't forecast, you couldn't foresee, and then dodged at some point. Some of them. And for us, it will be like, okay, because I like this guy, or the guy will be like, okay, I like this girl, let's try it out. And then probably stay in the relationship, hoping that things will get better. The moment it starts to be toxic, and then the other one will be hoping that it will get better. And usually, the one who's hoping that it will get better is the one who is being abused or however. So yeah, that's unfortunate, eh?
So, okay, when I was a Myanmar, would you live in a toxic relationship? Are you one of those who like, no, this is toxic, guys. You know what? I'm gonna pack my bags. I love you, but I'm gonna pack my bags and leave. I
I
ain't
think we
sitting
should.
here.
I think we should. Eh? I really think we should. It's hard, and especially ladies, ladies, we have begezela. We are more like, no man, ke a mo rata, he will change. But I think we should, to be honest. The moment there's toxicity, I think we definitely should just leave. Um, and after some time, I think and when you like someone, you're in a relationship with, you don't want it to fail. The moment it starts to see you start to realize how it's failing, you are more like you don't want to accept. Like, hey, it will change, things will get better and all. But what we don't know, what we don't realize, and I don't think it's only ladies, I think all of us, especially the one who likes more,
Yeah,
after after leaving the situation, um, I think we have that thing. Will I get another partner? Will I be okay? Will I be loved the way he loves me? But it actually gets better. After some time, you can be okay.
you
You,
will be okay.
yeah, you can be okay. You will, even if you haven't met someone who loves you like he used to, but you
Mm,
can be there for yourself and just know
yeah.
you'll be okay. That bosigo bole ba go robala o dula, well, it's not going to be always, it's not going to be every night. Those nights will
And in that particular moment, you think, oh, what's again? This will never end,
Oh,
guys.
oh, like,
Clearly, I'm gonna cry. I miss this guy, but eventually you're gonna
hmm,
get over it.
yeah, you
So, but
will
then
eventually be okay.
what's really hard? Cause well, I know you did psychology, but
When you've been stalking me, let me try to. How did you know? Yeah, that's some psychology.
the journalist. I'm a whole journalist. I ask questions.
Alright, so I'm
Well,
right.
on what are you okay now?
I'm trying to put it okay. Alright, let's do this.
Are you
Alright.
tired of holding?
Hey, yeah, the battery is late.
Because I'm charge. We charge it.
No, the reason I'm putting it like this is because I want it
Charge it.
to be charged. Mm.
Okay. Tabenya, it's really difficult to move on, right?
Yeah.
On what could ke eng e ka etsang hore batho ba hold so much ba qeteletse ba ska move on? Wa nkutlwa?
Yeah. For ladies mainly, I think it's for the moment a lady gives a financial freedom to a guy. Like
Okay, it could be one of the reasons.
yeah, that could be the one of the reason. I'm dating a guy. Um, the guy spoils me, gives well financially. The lady gets
Mm.
finances from the guy, like, and then the relationship tends to be toxic, like maybe being abusive or not working out. So the lady will be maybe he's more like anxious to leave out to leave out the relationship, more like "Ke a go ja eng?" How will my life be like after this relationship? Because I'm getting my money here. So the moment I leave, I guess I'm safe. So I'm thinking that could be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
And some that I heard for ladies will be like, "Nna ke batla ngwana ke a gole ko ntle ga papa." Like I don't want my child to grow up without a father.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be like, I'm staying in this relationship because of the child or because of the children.
It can it be
Yeah.
something? Cause can it be something like I've never been loved before, and I wanna hold on to this because I'm so afraid. I've never been
Yeah.
loved before, and my rejection has been my entire theme song, my entire life. So when you leave, you nkgutlisetsa morao to my the my misery, me being
Yeah.
alone
Yeah.
or being afraid of being ho ba i-one nje. I don't want to be
Mm.
alone because um and now you start questioning, or is this really love or what?
Yeah, it
Because
also
it's
goes back to that. Yeah, sorry to cut
yeah, it's
your
okay.
word.
It's okay.
It also goes back to that area where you are like you are afraid to leave because you are afraid. Will you ever get someone who will love you in this way? You are more like, um, I won't get a man who will love me the way this one loves me, regardless of him beating me up or regardless of him whatever toxicity that he brings. So yeah.
Okay, last question. Yeah. Last question is okay. I don't know if it's this is a normal question we normally ask in each and every podcast. What advices would you give those ladies?
I thought you said my younger self. Why don't you say my younger self? I have so
Oh
many
Lord.
advices.
Okay, okay. No, like you can. I actually love that question, but you can answer that. What advice would you tell your younger
Ah,
self? I'm gonna ask you.
so swap.
I am gonna ask you. What advice would you tell your younger self? it comes to
So
dating
many
and the
things.
pressure?
So many things. Yo, my younger self, I wish some of the things that I've learned, and for some reason I've learned quite a lot after 30. I don't know, maybe most people say 30 teaches you quite a lot. Well, I wish I learned quite a lot before I turned 30. Yeah. But in terms of especially this interaction with them Joro thingy, yeah, I wish I told myself, my younger self, that you'll be okay. Because to be honest,
Okay, you'll be
you'll be
fine.
okay in terms of if it's not working out, it's fine. You will be okay. Because
Mm.
I think I'm one of I, I guess things. If I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm like,
Oh,
and then
but
the
I'm
moment it perish,
attached.
hey, the moment it perish, kialimala. Ikhuluma
Bah,
hey,
Tlhizio.
yeah, hey, wena.
Joel.
Kilimala to the extent that I don't think I'll be okay. I don't think but yeah, I will teach my 16-year-old that but you'll be okay.
But you will learn. You will
Yeah.
learn. But what is that one thing that stands out that you've learned so much in a relationship, in getting in a relationship? King we okay. I can still understand that, but it's fun. You can answer it if you understand it. Or what like it's an example.
I will appreciate an example if you have.
Okay. For an example, now I have learned that be be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself and enjoy the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy that moment. That particular relationship you're in, it might end, but enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Stop
like
put
being yourself.
yeah.
I like being yourself because I think most of the time, as much as we compromise,
Mm-hmm.
we tend compromising is there. We can compromise, but we tend to try to change ourselves to accommodate the other
Too
person.
too
And
much.
unfortunately, and the universe at that time is looking for the real you. It wants to give you your things. And
The
when Akafa, you're
universe.
trying to portray the other character. So definitely being yourself, it's something that I wish we learned earlier and that I hope we constantly remind ourselves of doing. And yeah, there are people who won't accept you, and that's just the nature of it. You are not good for everyone. But I
True.
believe that by being yourself, there is just there, man. There is just that partner that the universe has for you. There is no way.
And and you are enough. I've struggled so much with maybe I should stop being so loud. Maybe I should stop being so bubbly.
But that's how
And
you are. That's your
but
personality.
that's just who I am. So, but I've learned that you know what? Fuck. I am me, and this is me. I'm black, okay? I'm a black woman.
Yeah, I think hey, come on. The moment we start to learn that, I think the life will be much better. Yeah, we will we will elevate quite a lot of stress out of ourselves and out of the relationship or interactions that we interact with, especially even at work or whatever interaction that you get to. You are that missing piece. I think we need to accept that we are that missing piece. Like
True,
whenever you get into the team, you are that missing piece. Just know that.
true.
And you are unique. You have your own futures that has been weighted to put it into that puzzle, that piece that has to complete that puzzle. So that's just
Hallelujah.
how we are. That's just how we are. And the more we accept that, I think the better, the more stress will be elevated out of our shoulders.
Yeah. Well, there's so much on this topic. There's so many questions. So many questions on this topic. But thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate. So, Mpulele Malala, we're still going back to the advice to the single ladies and the pressure they are going through. Do you think we covered that? Onkutla.
Hey, Kahoot, I'm thinking. So should I give a
Oh.
ladies, thinking ladies an advice
No,
for
advice abana babanhle. Babe sharp.
henna ke sharp mos? Can I be sharp and like sharp?
What an honest way to say it. Oh my word. Oh my
No,
word. So how sharp?
well, okay. Onika wena mara. But yeah, I think we really need to be working on ourselves. Like just focus on oneself. Girl, those bills are not gonna pay themselves. Just focus on paying your own bills. Let's
Lord.
just focus on ourselves. The men will find us. We will find men. Let's just work on ourselves and make our own lives. Riskara e mela gore, yeah, we will be okay. We will have fun.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
We're gonna be fine.
Ah, man, thank you so much, Kalebua, for giving yourself time on this podcast. I really
You are
appreciate.
welcome. You are
And on
welcome.
the
Thank
on the
you.
last comment, somebody said, "Maram jolo wa ma 2K o phala wa ma 80s. Bana bao ba explore shem. Lona le
I'm
bolela ke bo I
actually my
know my
80s.
worth."
Well, my 80s, we are having a fine comp, like Rasefa. Enjoy, my 2K. Enjoy.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Was Mashia Leo talking about the pressure of being single and what other world is fatally expecting in Hotsahorona. Well, this is Onika Podcast, and thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time again next week, 5:30. Sorry, today we're a bit late. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh Lord.